we will be doing a fresh analysis on most of the pairs, and then we'll pick our red list, which will be the pairs that we'll be watching tomorrow, and see if we can get good entries and hopefully be profitable. So if you're not on our channel on Telegram, please check it out. You'll probably get a lot of information there that you can use on your journey. Anyway, so this is where we are. We're gonna start with the AC today. This was the bias that was drafted, I think it was on Monday over the weekend, and this is what we basically forecasted the price to do, and we'll see if it's still valid and see if we can still come up with a better option, a better view, and we'll take it from there. And from the look of it, I'm actually going to remove all the analysis here and then just watch from this view. We can see this nice downtrend, which we definitely missed, and we tried catching the reversal here based on these double bottoms that formed, and we're basically expecting price to either push up from here, break in this zone, and then either come back to retest this level here, and then push up again to the top, which did not happen. So we're still holding the bias of a long, but we've noticed that price has basically been chilling at the zone here. So it's actually the zone here. This is the most recent zone. So basically price has been in this range, which is not so great. So we have to follow the basics, wait for a break and retest of this level, and push up. So that's what we want to see actually before we even consider placing any position on this pair. So also from the bottom side, you'd want to see the same thing, break, retest, and push, and then we'll probably target previous zones here. Let's just scroll to the daily time frame and see if we probably target these levels, and then if we're to go down, we will probably target this zone here. So switch back to the 4 hour. So the range is not bad at all actually. Got a beautiful range on both directions. We've got discount from here, a 150 range at the top, and then we've got just quickly add this here, 157 pip range at the top, and then we have a neat 145 at the bottom. Not bad at all. These are good ranges. A trade that goes well in this direction will definitely pay well. So these are basically the levels we'll be watching from this pair. So you want to buy above this level, wait for a break and retest, of course, here, and then just watch what price does from here. So these are the levels that we are looking at for this pair, and with these targets here at the top. Of course, once we get into the trade, we'll look at where we'll take partials, where we'll break even, and then we'll let the trade run free. So this is the basic idea for the AC. So I'm just going to mark that as well. And then the second pair, ACH, it's not clean. It's really not clean. I wouldn't look at trading this pair. As you can see, there's some nice zones here. Price has been rejecting a couple of times, closed above and then went back inside. Now it's coming back up again to try and break it, and you see a couple of rejections on these candles here. Yeah, there's a lot of misbehavior here. Look at these wicks, indecision. Then you can see the bottom wick here, so you think it'll break, and if it does break, I mean, the levels that you target are they're too close. I mean, look at this. If you target in there, and you probably get wicked out as well, so yeah, it's not really worth it. And then AJ, okay, we've had this bias for a while, so we will be keeping this one. So yeah, quite simple, breaking out of this range here. So this is a no trade zone, whether from the upside or the bottom side. Nice 97 pip range from the bottom, 76 pip range at the top. So this will definitely be keeping. And then the AN, there's too much happening here. Too much happening there. It's not clean. It's not neat. So I would not look at this pair as well. And then AU got wicked out earlier. And you can see prices aggressively moving to the top. So I'm just going to remove this bias, remove all these alerts. And then just take a look at price from fresh eyes again. So we looked at this downtrend here, from the lower low, uptrend from the lower high. So expecting, we're expecting price to follow the usual 1, 2, 3 formation. It could probably still go that way, because now we still haven't broken this zone, this previous lower high, and we see a nice wick rejection here. Price failed to go above the zone, so I'll still keep watching this pair to see just how it behaves. You might find that we got in too soon, going for the lower high, but we will keep the bias on this pair. So I'm just gonna mark these levels again, mark this one again, and then, like I said, we're expecting price to actually come down. It's not clean as well, but we'll see how it plays out. So we want to see where these candles close for our candles, and then try to find a beautiful entry. And based on the previous price we got in at, that's too close, too soon actually. So I'm going to avoid trading in this range. As you can see, I'll range from the bottom, because you can see that the price is respecting this level here at the bottom. So might have to trade in a range, probably follow something like this, price to come to us and get in there. Or option 2 would be to trade a retest, of course, and continue down to these levels here. So there's a couple of options for this pair, provided we follow the rules. So just going to leave this little sketch here on this one. And then next pair was also misbehaving, CHF. Yeah, definitely misbehaving. I'm going to leave this one out. Yep, definitely leaving it out. Okay, JPY, we're still holding this bias. Just going to break it down for you quickly. So with this bias, we saw a double top formation respecting this key zone on the 89.149. So we're expecting price to actually drop below and hopefully hit the 195 zone. And we've got two trades within this range. So there's a 43 range here, and then we have a 31 pip range here at the bottom. So if price does break these levels here, does break these levels, 922, we're looking at a good opportunity to go down. 12 pip stop loss, of course. And then we've got zones where we'll be collecting some profits. Let me just zoom into this first trade. Yeah, so we've got these zones where we'll be collecting some profits and moving our stops. And you can see now we've got a very intense range forming on this 1 hour candles here. But that's fine. I'm going to be watching that, so I'm actually going to add an alert here and mark this as my pay to watch. A lot of wick rejections here, so there's a lot of price indecision here. The bulls and the bears are not deciding who's in charge, so notice they put and watch what price does there. Also this pair just wanted to break below this key zone, and then after breaking this key zone we need a retest and targeting these levels here at the bottom. So nothing intense here for this price, for this pair mean, so definitely just watch what happens. And then the EA, I was looking for a good retest and drop to the bottom, which did not happen. Instead, price just aggressively dropped to the bottom, so couldn't take the risk. I need some confirmations. I don't just drive into price. Okay, what are we gonna do with this one? I don't like this. These wicks here. Let's look at that. So yeah, we're definitely gonna leave this one out. We missed the trade. Okay, and then the ECAD. Okay, this one was a very interesting one as well. We were pushing for a buy. Yeah, pushing for a buy, which did not happen. And then we still have an option of the sell, which also did not happen. Some wick rejections there, so we will be leaving that on out for a second. But both these trade ideas, they're valid, they are good. Now you can see we'll be breaking into a range which will basically cancel out all these ideas we have on it. So what we will do is give this pair chance tomorrow, pre-London, just to see where price would have ended. Yeah, later on today, actually, not tomorrow, just to see where price would have ended, and then I take it from there. So we have 2 more candles to go for this. Okay, so the Eur Usd Franco, I've got a nice aggressive bullish candle here. How far it'll go, we don't know. You can also see a nice downtrend, lower high, push down. So probably get a nice push from this level. Let's see how it goes. There we go. So you're probably looking at something like this. And in this instance, we'll probably want to enter at the next lower high. So probably want to enter somewhere here. If price does reject this zone, targeting new lower highs. But for now, we're going to cancel this and just see. Probably take a look at it again tomorrow. Watch what will happen to it. Then if I switch over to the daily, you can see there was something happening there. Then drop to the 4-hour. Probably got into this trade too early. If I looked at it, because we saw the close of the 4-hour, and then we'd want rejection somewhere there, and then probably look at entering below with the stop above structure, and then targeting these levels. So it wouldn't be a bad trade if it pulls through. So we'll also watch this pair, and we'll add an alert just below here, just so we can come and take a look at what's happening. Then we've got the Eur Usd. This one has been playing mind games with me, so definitely leaving it. I had an alert here for close below structure, retest first and then drop down with it. Instead it closed in the range again, dropped out aggressively, went back into the range, and then completely went down. So these candles were just too big for me to entertain, so I let it go. Okay, so this is where we are. And then the Eur Jpy. Now this pair has also been misbehaving, so we currently do have a running trade, and so far I think it will reach our target. It's not a great RR, but it's the market. So this is the buys we keep holding, and we keep watching. Then we've got the Eur Usd. So this one here, we got a close below structure. I was waiting for some retests to see how far it can go, and so far I'd say I haven't really seen what I want to see. Instead, I saw price forming a minor range here, so I'll have to keep watching this price here. Also adding an alert, because you can see there's some nice move rejections here. So price could potentially break this, and then momentum all the way down. So we'll definitely be watching the EN. There we go. Then switching back to the 4-hour. Then we've got Eur Usd. Now this pair has also been misbehaving, but we'll keep an eye on it just to see if our buyers will hold and if we'll get an opportunity to sell. And then GBP misbehaving. I mean, if we wanted to look at recent price action, it still does have too much noise for my liking. It's an uptrend, of course. an uptrend. We see double tops forming here. So one would sell, but the range is not that great. 63, and there's too much noise as well, so you might find yourself getting stopped out or just not hitting the nice levels. So we'll be leaving this as is. GCAD broke into a range after we got a nice sell from the top here. So now it got into a range. We're also waiting for it to break, retest, and allow us to take advantage. So definitely watching this one as well. And then this one was misbehaving as well, so we're definitely not going to be looking at this one. There's too much noise on it. Ugb Jpy also misbehaving, too much noise on it. But you can see now we're in a range here, and the targets for me are the issue, because now you could be targeting that zone, or that zone. Now price could also get affected by those massive candles here. So I would definitely avoid these pair. GN also avoid. GU also avoid. NZD, CAD. We managed to catch this move. There's a neat 73 pip move, but now price is pushing up, and I was hoping to get another trade to the downside, so we'll definitely be watching this. Price develop and see just how far it can go. And then we've got the NZD Swiss franc, definitely not touching. We've got the NZD JPY, we are not touching as well. Yep, not touching. NZD USD, there's a range there, so, and it's misbehaving. I mean, on this trade alone here. So if you had a zone there, you had a nice break close below structure, and this counted as a retest. If you go back to the 1 hour, so you had a close somewhere here, and then came back and retested with a massive bearish candle. So it would have been somewhere below here, stop above structure, and then all the way down, which did not happen. So we will not be watching this pair until further notice. And then UCAD, oh, this one is also behaving awkward, but we watch. I'm probably looking at a sell than any other direction, because I mean, this is just a free fall, so the odds are with you. US Swiss franc, definitely not touching. UJ's been misbehaving today as well. Broke the trend line, major wicks, and no sense of direction. So I'm gonna delete this bias and just probably watch it at tomorrow's close and see, just or later on close and see how it behaves. Then we've got gold. Keeping this bias the same. Just that now these levels in the middle I am ignoring. So I want gold to break the 61, although dropping all the bottom, having with these 3 targets here, and then the upside break above, retest, and then push all the way up. Those are just the only 2 trades I'm looking at for gold, and that's it.